SportBikeWrench.com is the exclusive sponsor of OnTheThrottle.TV. Visit SportBikeWrench.com to find the parts you see used by the pros in OTT videos.
All right, Jake Zemke, number 54, taking a third-place podium today here at Road America. 2 wins in the beginning of the season at Daytona, kind of a good start. A little bit of trouble throughout the last couple of rounds. What was the strategy here at Road America this weekend? How did things change up a bit?
We're just still trying to find our feet on the National Guard Jordan Suzuki. For me, it's a brand new team. It's a brand new bike, and we're using a suspension that nobody's used here in the United States. So every racetrack we go to, it's no longer, okay, we've got a book here and here's, where we were last year and we need to work from there. It's all brand new. So every time we show up at a racetrack, we're already starting out behind. And all my competitors that I'm racing with in this class, they've all got a full year on their bikes before I did, because I was riding in a different class last year. So we kind of start off behind every weekend, and we still haven't found a good base setup for the bike where I'm comfortable. And the guys have been working their tails off and getting me more comfortable on the bike, and they did some more stuff before we got here back at the race shop to just help my comfort level, and that goes a long way. And so now I'm comfortable on the bike. It's just getting the bike comfortable with me and getting the settings right and things like that. So we're on our way, but we still have a long ways to go, which when we can have a race like today, it bodes well for the future for us. So when we do get things right, we'll be having some scraps at the front again.
A crash in Friday's practice usually spells some sort of disappointment for the weekend. How did you and your team manage to pull through and get a podium at that?
Yeah, we actually basically missed the whole qualifying session on Friday because I crashed on the second lap, and it just put us that much further behind. I've already talked about how we're behind anyways in settings, and this track being as long as it is, it's 4 miles long. The lap times are very long. They're over 2 minutes, and you don't end up with a lot of track time here. So the amount of track time you do get is very important for setup, and we basically ended up missing a whole session there. And then the guys had to build me a new bike, and went out and I rode just a outlap on it and came in on the brand new bike on Saturday morning's qualifying, and then the bike wouldn't start. So that put us that much further behind. We basically wasted half of the qualifying session on Saturday as well, and we ended up qualifying 5th in half a qualifying session out of 2 of them. So it's not too bad, but it makes a difference. And was that the difference in today's race? I don't know. Coming from the second row, I had to get through a couple guys to get up into 3rd place, and by the time I did, Josh and Tommy were already gone. So that kind of was the end of our race right there.
Yeah, it seems that they pulled ahead towards mid-race, and you were in 3rd, maintaining, but basically by yourself. How did that affect you mentally?
It was fine. I just had my head down the whole time, just hoping that they would maybe make a mistake between the 2 of them and do something stupid. But those 2, they've been around long enough. They're both got good heads on their shoulders, and if it was maybe the sport bike class, you might have seen something happen where I could get back to the front. But you just keep your head down and hope that maybe a mistake or a lapper or something's going to happen to where you can get back in the race.
Waiting in the shadows for a kill, I like that. Always a great strategy. Thanks so much for talking with us, and of course, good luck in the next round at Mid-Ohio.
All right, thanks a lot.